So today's video, I thought I'll do a video on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, because a lot of electric cars have now got this tech in the car, and if you've never had it before, it's a little bit confusing to understand what it does. So let's go back to the main Hyundai screen. So in cars, if you've got a multimedia screen, you've obviously got sat-nav radio, Bluetooth and all that sort of kit. So if you've also got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, that's basically phone mirroring. So you plug your phone into the USB port via a cable, and I've got my daughter's phone here because she's got an Apple phone, because children must have Apple. And as soon as you, well, let's unplug it. So as soon as you plug the phone into the car, it detects that it is an Apple phone and it gives you Apple CarPlay. And what that's basically doing is mirroring the apps from the phone up onto the car, and it gives you a more simplified interface to allow you to do these things on the move. So it's very simple buttons, all very large, that you can push them quite easily when you're driving, and doesn't allow you to do the full functions you might have on your phone, like it doesn't allow you to text or anything like that. It's all done via voice, and the voice button on the steering wheel then controls that. So as normal, the voice button on your steering wheel will be using the inbuilt voice detection that's in the cars, which mostly doesn't work. However, when you've got an Android and Apple phone plugged in, it's then using the voice detection on your phone, and that is far superior and genuinely does work. So as a little test here, I'm not used to using Apple CarPlay at all because I've got an Android phone, and we'll show you that in a minute. But if we call up Maps, we've got Apple Maps, and I'm going to test it by pushing the voice button on my steering wheel. Navigate to Tesco's.
One option is Tesco Express on Millbrook Square. Let me know if you'd like to hear the whole list.
And I can select Tesco's there. And we are now going to Tesco's. However,
starting route to Tesco Extra. Proceed to the route.
However, I could probably do that selection without touching the screen. I'm going to cancel it now using the voice button again. Cancel navigation.
Okay, it's stopped now.
So as another little test, if I send using my own phone, I'm going to use WhatsApp, and I'm going to send my daughter a message. So using WhatsApp on my mobile, I've sent my daughter a message to her phone, and it's come up on the screen. WhatsApp message from Dad. So while you're driving, you can just push that and it's going to read the message out.
Dad said hello. This is a test using WhatsApp. What is the weather like? Would you like to reply?
Yes.
What do you want to say?
Have you brushed your teeth this evening?
Your WhatsApp message says, have you brushed your teeth this evening? Ready to send it?
Send it.
Okay, it's sent.
Right, and that message has come through on my phone. So we've done all of that without typing. It's all done by voice, and the only time I touched the screen was to confirm that I wanted the message read out. So that's the whole point of these systems, is it's a much safer system to use while you're driving, because you can keep your eyes on the road and you can do that messaging, texting, navigation, everything like that, all via voice. So now we will unplug the iPhone and we will plug in an Android. Actually, we've got to change the cable because we've got different types of USB connectors. Obviously the car end is all the same, but Apple and Android phones have different USB connectors for the other end. So I've plugged in an Android phone, it's reading it, and we now have the option for Android Auto. So I'm going to push that and then it runs Android Auto. So you get a completely different interface on Android Auto. I'm a little bit more used to this. But it defaults to Google Maps. The Google Maps is much better than Apple Maps as well. And obviously with Google Maps, you've got all the businesses. You don't need to know postcodes. You can do a navigation to a name, a shop. We did it with Tesco's, but let's try another one. Well, let's try Tesco's first off. So I'm going to push the voice button on the steering wheel. Navigate to Tesco's.
Showing results for Tesco's.
Right, doing exactly the same because we've got multiple results, so I have to select the second one there, and it's now navigating. So cancel navigation. So I'm going to cancel that. That was a bad example. Let's give another example so we can navigate straight to a business. Navigate to Go Green Autos.
Navigating to work.
So it's recognised that that's actually my work as well, so it has changed the location. The reason why this is being a little bit slow is because I don't have any signal here.
You have arrived.
And I'm sitting outside work anyway, so there's nowhere to navigate to, but it's all worked. But that's the reason. I was just looking at this, why this is working a bit slower than the Apple phone. It's because I don't have the same signal strength. So very similarly, you've got various apps. Actually, it scrolls this way on Google, and you can run podcasts and that sort of stuff. So let's if you want to send me a WhatsApp message, so let's just see how the messages come through. So my daughter's just sending me a WhatsApp message now, and there it is. So I'm driving along and it gives me the option to play it, so exactly the same. So it's now
Turn West says, what time are you going to be home? Because Claudia has cooked a roast dinner. Do you want to reply?
Yes.
What's the message?
I will be home in 15 minutes.
Got it. Here's your message. I will be home in 15 minutes. Do you want to send it or change it?
Change it.
What's the message?
I will be home in 30 minutes.
Got it. Here's your message. I will be home in 30 minutes. Do you want to send it or change it?
Send it.
Sending message.
So as we can see, it's all very easy, and the message just comes through on her phone. So it's very easy to do all of this while you're driving without looking at the screen at all, and the voice recognition works incredibly well. Obviously we can play music, and it's going to play from your music you've got on your phone, or in my case I use Google Music, so I've got the full amount of content on there which is going to stream via the data on my phone. It's very handy for that. You can still listen to the radio from the car while it's on as well. So yes, it's a very good system. Let me just go back and get back into that. But really, it's the navigation is far superior. And also when using Google Maps, you're going to get much better traffic information and live routing around any problems. So as you can see, it's quite a nice interface. It's much easier to use than the built-in car systems. And it's obviously much safer. They've really put a lot of thought into voice control, and it actually works. And also the mapping, I think, is better. So Google Maps on Android works particularly well, and as you can see, we've got it in satellite mode here as well. But it's very slick, very fast. It suddenly makes your infotainment system on your car just looks so much better. You know, it's almost Tesla-like. So the other thing you have when you've got your phone plugged in is you've got the assistant. Obviously with Google, it's Google's one, and with Apple, it's Apple. I'm not going to say the OK or hey in front of it because it's going to activate. But at any time it's listening, so you can use the magic command and you can do a search. So let's just try it. Let me think of something I might want to ask. Okay, Google. What's $100 in pounds?
On the website xe.com, they say 100 United States dollars to GBP equals 79.7180 British pounds.
So as you can see, you have all of that via voice function only, didn't touch the screen at all, and you can do all that while you're driving. So really nice system. And certainly if you've got a car that's got Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, it's a really nice function to have. And I should have said at the beginning of the video, we're sat in my Hyundai Ioniq. This is a 2017 one, and it can read both. There are some cars that can only read one type of phone, whether it be the Apple or the Android system. But more modern cars, they can tend to read both of them. And at any time on the Hyundai, you can press the Hyundai button and it takes you back to the default Hyundai multimedia system, but we've still got my own music streaming from the phone. So yeah, hope that helps.